Good morning, everyone. Today, our group would like to talk a story of self-nerve sacrifice on the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic. Before we start, our group would like to make a self-introduction. First, I'm Eric, and I will handle the introduction and the conclusion of this presentation.
I'm Ning, and I will present the theory about the utilitarianism is about related of this article.
Hello, I'm Le Yao, and later I will talk about the summary of this story and the ethical social responsibility issue.
Hi, I'm Teng, and today I will present our group opinion based on this issue.
And I'm Rachel, and I will be presenting one of the relevance to ethical theory studied based on our article here, which is deontology.
Okay, thanks for introduction. Now I could like to pass the time to Le Yao to make a brief or summary of this issue.
Thank you, Eric. Now I will talk about the summary of this story. Tasha Levin has been a nurse for 26 years. During the COVID-19 period, she was given the chance to choose whether to go to save more lives, which is to be a frontliner. Her family is incredibly supportive of her being a frontliner and told her not to worry about the family. Next, I will talk about the ethical social responsibility issue that have emerged in this story. Through this article, we found out that doctors and nurses have to decide whether they are willing to sacrifice their time with their loved ones by staying away from their families to save lives, or give up the chance to save and help more people, but get the chance to spend time with their loved ones. Since the COVID-19 cases began to rise throughout the world, the frontliners have a significant role, which is treating and caring for patients, which will also bring threat to their own lives. Frontliners are people who work within the essential industry where they must physically show up in their job, no matter what consequences there are. Some inconsiderate people may think that it is Tasha Levin's duty and not a choice for her to even choose between whether she wants to stay with her families or save lives. As a nurse, Tasha Levin chose to be a frontliner to save other people and confront the pandemics. Next, I would like to pass to Ning to talk about the ethical theory that related to this issue.
Thank you, Liew. I will talk about the relevance, the ethical theories that we study with this article is utilitarianism. This utilitarianism consists the word utility. It means happiness and benefits and other meanings. And the meaning of the full word utilitarianism is a behavior that provides a greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. It's to maximize the pleasure and minimize the pain. Besides, utilitarianism also emphasizes the consequence that the end justified the means. We also need to calculate out the utility. According to the Jeremy Bentham, who is an English philosopher and legal reformer, says, the right action is getting more pleasurable and reducing suffering in a situation. So, the quantity of happiness is more important. Apart from that, we will say utilitarianism has related with these Tasha Levin articles is because Tasha Levin is a nurse during in this pandemic COVID-19 and stands an important role in this situation. She decided to become a frontline to helping to the COVID-19 patient, but in the same time, she is sacrificing her time to spend with her family member and let herself trapped in a dangerous situation. This caused Tasha Levin may even lost her own life in order for her to save other people's life. When she is being a frontline, she not only can help others, but also makes fewer people lost their loved ones, which lead to more happiness. This action is showing that the utilitarianism theory. But if Tasha Levin choosing the choice to stay back with the family member, she will not face the race. But if this choice is chosen by all of the nurse and doctor, that means the patient who need help may be at risk of losing their life. In the nutshell, when facing the ethical dilemma situation, Tasha Levin is choosing the highest quantity of happiness. Next, I will pass to Rachel and continue the another topic.
Thank you, Ning, and I will now continue with another ethical theory studied, which is deontology. Through our discussion, we also found out that deontology is also related to this article. It is because deontology is, rather than doing the calculations for benefits at the ends, it is the means are more important, and deontology strongly follows the rules to avoid unpredictable and subjectives of facing ethical dilemmas. Deontology also teaches us the universal moral law, which is to act equally towards everyone in whatever situation. This causes individuals to not make an exception for themselves just to benefit themselves. Deontology can also be linked to this article because Tasha Levin has done her job and her duty as a nurse, which is saving lives no matter what the condition is. And in her action, imperative is involved, as she decided to save more lives, not just from her desires and motives, but also does not expect to receive any reward even after she made a hard decision. This is her duty as a nurse. But Tasha Levin is not only a nurse, but she also has other roles, which is a wife, mother, and also a daughter to her parents. She also has her duties in all of her roles here. She did her best in her role by telling her family and discuss with them about her idea of being a frontliner. And it is very glad that her family is very open-minded and supportive about her decision in being a frontliner. And the family told her not to worry and just to do what she thinks is right. And we can see that Tasha Levin is linked to the study of deontology and done her role as a nurse and also done her role as a mother, wife, and also daughter, as she discussed with her family first. Next, I will pass the time to Viting to share with everyone our opinion on this situation.
Now I will present our group opinion, that is we all agree the decision that decided by Tasha Levin as a nurse to be at the front line. We also think the other ethical theory that can apply in this issue is Confucian ethics. It is because one of the core human values is E, that means virtue of rightness duty as a rightness duty or right action duty. In Tasha's decision has shown the virtue of rightness duty as a nurse to save more people's life, and she put herself in the dangerous environment to take her duty rather than avoid her responsibility. And another core human's value is Li, means virtue or attitude or how we behave in accordance with our role in society. According to Tasha's decision, she act her role in society while she take care of the patient from the COVID. And therefore, Tesha has shows her virtue by taking responsibility to play the role as a nurse. And now I will pass to Eric to conclude our presentation.
Okay, thank you, Wei-Ting. From our point of view, Tesla faced a ethical dilemma, which is decided to stay with her family or go to the front line. And Tesla decided to go to front line to save more people. From our point of view, we think that Tesla made a good decision in the ethical dilemma because she has saved many people from the COVID-19. This decision also shows that she is a compassionate nurse that is carried toward her patient. She also done her duty as a nurse by being in the front line. Also, she action fulfilled with utilitarianism, Kantian ethics, and known as deontology, and she also fulfilled with the moral value in the Confucian ethic, which is Li and Yi. That's all for us. Thank you.